Good afternoon to all. I am Shravan, President of EEE GSC. I welcome you all to the third graduate colloquium organized by EEE GSC in collaboration with Institute of Advanced Studies NTU. As a graduate student club, we have received many inquiries from students asking us how valuable is my master's. When industry is looking at AI, machine learning, does my coursework has any value in the industry? Doing a PhD, is it worth enough? Spending 4 years in academics, how does it benefit in my industrial work life? How about joining industry after doing PhD? What is the difference between academics and industry? Our club worked on finding someone who has industrial and academic experience to answer all these questions. We are lucky enough to have Professor Mendelson, and happy to see his interest in sharing his experience regarding industry and academics. Let me give a brief biography of Prof. Avi. Prof. Avi did his bachelor's and master's from Technion, Israel Institute of Technology. He pursued his PhD from University of Massachusetts. Later he joined Technion as a lecturer and took many academic roles and industrial roles. Now he is a visiting professor at NTU and Technion. Prof. Avi Mendelson has a blend of industrial and academic experience in several different areas such as computer architecture, power management, security, machine learning, and real-time systems. He is an IEEE Fellow and the second Vice President of IEEE Computer Society 2019 Executive Committee. He was the Academic Outreach Program Manager at Microsoft Israel Research and Development Center, where he initiated different innovation-based activities among students. He also worked as the principal engineer at Intel. For his work as a chief architect of the CMP, multi-core on-chip feature of the first dual-core processor that Intel developed, he received the Intel Achievement Award, the highest award at Intel. Today we have Prof. Avi to address academia versus industry in the era of unstable working market. Do we really need to study in order to succeed at work? Please welcome Prof. Avi.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Okay. So, thank you for coming. I decided this time not to give any technical talk about my research, but to address some of the things that I believe which are very fundamental to many students. So please make this talk interactive. If you have any question, don't wait for the end and interrupt me at any point. Or if you disagree, I hope that you will disagree with some of the things that I will present. You can interrupt me. I try not to use the entire time to leave time for questions and to expand according to your interests. So, what we'll cover? So, I'll start with a self-introduction, not because the previous introduction wasn't good, but I want to emphasize a few points, and thank you for the introduction. And I'll continue with a few observations on the job market because it is very interesting and very important, and then we'll move to how important it is to have a degree in good university, and not just or not to have a degree or in any other university. And then I'll address the question about higher education. Do we really need master, PhD, etc.? Then we move to some planning your career and conclusion. So, few words about my career, and I think that my career in some sense is a little bit unique because this is not what usually you see, because I started actually even before this chart. I graduated from the computer science department, and the first a few years I worked as a software engineer. And in parallel to my work, I did my master, and later on I moved and did my PhD, not in software engineering, this is what I work, but in computer architecture and in electronic EE department. So then I joined the Technion for the EE department, and after a few years I left back to the industry, but I kept my research team at the Technion, and actually from that time I continued to work both in the industry and in the academia. Sometimes it was 60% in the industry, 40% in the academia. Now it is more like 60% in academia, 40% in the industry, but I try to balance and to work in both worlds. And some of the reasons that I'm doing it because I developed my own rules for my professional life, and I try not to stay in the same place and the same work for more than 5-6 years. I found out that after this period of time, it's not to be obvious. They are coming to work every day. You enter to meeting, you know exactly how the meeting will end up. You know that you need to spend for another hour for discussion. They know what you are going to say. You know what they are going to say. It's not to be a little bit boring. So even if I stay, for example, in Intel, I was 12 years. I was 6 years in the research and 6 years in the computer architecture in the product lines, because I found it very stimulating to move all the time, even though it is quite difficult because each time you move, you need to reestablish yourself. Nobody knows you, you don't have the credit. On the other hand, by the time, accumulatively, you get some experience that other people don't have. And I'll go back to this point later on. So, I also decided I need to set priority to myself, and also, each time that I start something, I determine to myself, not to anybody else, what is my success criteria and what is my goals. And if I found out that I'm not fulfill my own success criteria, I couldn't care less if the company that I work with, they are happy or unhappy. I just leave and move elsewhere. Because for me at least, it is more important to feel that I'm doing something that I'm satisfied with, and not just to come, get money, be happy, etc. Again, this is not obvious, because most of the people, and we'll come to this point later on, their first priority is to earn more money, or they have other priority. But it is extremely important that each one of you will determine for himself or with the family what are the priorities, because otherwise you don't know how to judge if you are doing good or if maybe you want to change something. So, I will try to connect everything at the end. So let's move to the future of the job market. This is based on an article that was published in the Forbes magazine, one of the most prestigious magazine in economics. And this is fairly new. And the title is predicting for the uncharted job market of the future. And the conclusion are that the job markets will be ridiculously different in the next years. There are waves of forces that will significantly change the way we work and type of work that we are doing. And the rapidly, we find out that rapidly everything will be changed, because everything will be more sophisticated, and the requirement for the jobs will change all the time. And then we give a few examples. Robotics are expected to be replaced by to replace many blue-collar jobs. And this is a major concern. AI machine learning will replace much of the white-collar jobs. Lawyers, who needs many people who just fill up forms. Machine can do it even in better way. Who need to search for similar cases in code? Machine learning can do it much better than people. Even for doctors, who will search all the information that exists in the world. Maybe somebody had similar disease and you already have some experience how to treat this case. Machine can do it much better than people. So it is not that it will replace people, but most likely you will need many less people in these jobs. Another example is that autonomous machine, autonomous cars will dramatically change the transportation system. By the way, it's not just a transformation system. Parking.